Hi guys, it's Ray here from Man City Fan TV. Well, Burton game's just finished. We've won 1-0. Sergio Aguero goal in the first half. And yeah, it was a bit of a drab game, if truth be told. Not a lot of excitement. Burton huffed and puffed. I've got to give them a lot of credit because, especially in the second half, they worked their cotton socks off. They're very plucky. They worked, as I said, very hard, closing us down, a lot of pressing. But they didn't really create that much. A couple of, appeals for penalties, but there was nothing there. So let's have a quick review of the game. I've got to say, I'm not going to go through all the lineup, but a player that did impress me most of the game was Garcia as central defender. He's just 18 years old, and especially very early on, he was very cool and calm on the ball again. And it's as if he's the main person at the back. He's telling other players what to do. So was it in the last game? He was telling Otamendi where to go and what to do, and he was telling Philippe Sandler where to go and where to move and whatever. And generally, Garcia is very, very good on the ball. A couple of mistakes in the second half, I think. But I think that was kind of to be expected because of the way we were playing. And we were, a lot of passes around and we were making mistakes. But a bit of it's the pitch, a bit of it's the scoreline. By that stage, we were 10-0 up. So, it's pretty decent from Garcia. So some of the action moments, well, 11 minutes, Delph, lovely ball to Mahrez. And Mahrez, I think, was a bit greedy. He shot from a very tight angle rather than pass it. I think Aguero was waiting for the pass. I think he was a bit disappointed that Mahrez didn't deliver, and I just think it was a little bit too greedy. Later on, poor tackle from Delph again. And he's in a habit of doing these rash tackles where he went sliding in very, very early. And he was lucky there not to escape a yellow card because it was a little bit reckless. If you're going to go to ground sliding in, and you don't get the ball, you get the man, you should be getting a yellow card. But I think he got lucky. I think the referee, Kevin Friend, didn't give too many. He didn't give any yellow cards, if I can remember correctly. And there's a few tackles that deserved them, but he just let them go. What else happened then? From that free kick from the foul from Delph. A good save from Muric from a flick on in the box by one of the Burton players. He must have seen it late, but he got down very well. It was quite funny, actually. I was watching this game, and I've done a video today on Riyad Mahrez, and I was watching this, and I just thought, it's back to our old Mahrez watch again, because he was getting a heck of a lot of the ball. Most of the balls were going out to Mahrez on the right-hand side, on the left where Poveda, so he's a young kid, and Mahrez a seasoned pro, and a lot of passes went out to him. He was the outball, so to speak. But sadly, he wasn't really doing much with it. And I just thought this is what it's going to be, overhit passes, coming back onto his left foot and just passing it back. And it was very, I was just thinking to myself, and I saw it on social media, especially at half-time, and people were really not very happy with Riyad Mahrez's contribution. 21 minutes, I made a note, an overhit pass by Mahrez when Aguero would have been clear. Very disappointing. But on 26 minutes, a great ball from KDB. You got the defender out there, and KDB put it inside the defender. Mahrez came from the outside. It was the quality of KDB's ball that left the defender floundering. It was just out of the game. And this time, instead of having a pop, Mahrez just pulled it back to Sergio Aguero, and he slotted it home. As I said, it was a beautiful ball from KDB that probably made that goal. And it was like Mahrez had learnt from his earlier mistake because, as I said earlier, he should have passed the ball to Aguero or into the box, and he didn't do so, and he took that shot on. And anyway, at last, City had got their goal, and it was 1-0, and that's how it stayed till half-time. And the conditions, I don't think the pitch was great. It was a bit, must have been slippery underfoot because quite a few players slipped when they tried to turn. And, as I said, disappointing. But what do you expect? It's a first Division 1 team, or League 1 team, sorry. and you know, you're not expecting the best of pitches, and probably helped to equalise the teams up a little bit. Second half, I've got to say Burton's pressing caused City to make some errors. A lot of passing around the back, and you know, I think Muric got lucky with one that just slipped past him. Sandler got lucky. I think Eric Garcia got lucky, and the players were slipping and when they were turning, they were slipping. They were just losing their footing, and I think a few lucky moments there. On 60 minutes, Aguero missed an open goal, but I think with VAR in operation, I mean, there was an offside in the build up to that opportunity, so that was you know, it wouldn't have counted anyway. After 63 minutes, Ben Mendy came on. I don't really think he did that much, to be honest. I mean, it was a pretty average game. And second half, as I said, Burton did a lot of huffing and puffing, created a couple of openings. Later on, I think Muric made a decent save when Burton were looking for a penalty. I think that came from a mistake when one of the defenders slipped. I think that was Sandler. That was about 70 minutes. He slipped, and the ball got put through, and Muric made a great save with his legs. So there's a couple of good saves from Muric. I think probably about 3. So all in all, it was one of those performances. You know, it's out of the way in the cold. Looks like no one got injured. People got run out. They got some minutes under the belt. We saw Felix and Mecha in the second half. Although he didn't do a lot, he had a couple of good touches, good turns, and to get past people. I think Poveda, who started the game and finished the game on the left, he was all right. You know, he didn't get a lot of the ball, certainly not as much as Mahrez, but he was neat and tidy. You know, I think he just needs, obviously, like any young kid, you just need more experience, and sadly, you don't get that in this City side. But I think he just needs more experience at a higher level, and that will give him more confidence to show us what he can really do. So, end of the day, 1-0 to City. I had to laugh. I mean, the biggest laugh for me was right at the end. It was Andy Hinchcliffe was given the man of the match, and he gave it to Riyad Mahrez. And I won't tell you who, but someone sent me a message at our time and basically said that Riyad Mahrez is garbage. And I couldn't really disagree, because I did think it was a great performance. Yes, he had his man on a string a little bit, the left back, but hey, come on, Riyad Mahrez is a Premier League title winner. He's been a Player of the Year. He's a great player, so he should really be having the other guy on toast. But to be honest, did Riyad Mahrez look any better than Poveda on the other side? It's hard to say. So many overhit passes. I can't accept Andy Hinchcliffe's choice. I think it must have been taking the mick. It's got to be tongue-in-cheek, because it can't be serious. You know, as I said, we love City players. We love Riyad Mahrez. We wanted him to come to City. But, you know, even the best of his fans, the most ardent of his supporters, can't say he was man of the match, because he weren't great. I mean, if he was, you know, to be man of the match, you've got to do more than that one assist. You look at the half a dozen good chances he had to make a good pass, and he just overhit them. So it was quite disappointing. Hey, but who cares? We're at Wembley, so I think was it the 24th of February? So it's only a month away. So we'll get ready for that. Looks like a load of the lads will be going down. I went with a lot of lads last year, so most of them will get together again. And yeah, once again we'll do a nice video from Wembley. And so there we are. End of the day, we win 1-0. Burton didn't deserve a goal. I mean, the commentator at our time asking Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, I think it was, what do Burton have to do to get the goal they deserved? They didn't deserve a goal. I mean, it is really silly. I don't want to go too much on this agenda that some of the media have, talking about the value of the City starting lineup, and Burton's was 1 million and City's was like whatever it was. Who cares? Talk about the football for once. Every single game has to be talking about this rubbish. So I don't care. I've had enough of that. But as I said, we're at Wembley, and we look forward to that. It'll be a great day out, and whoever we get, Chelsea or Spurs. I mean, I got an interest to see. I expect Muric to start. I think Pep's picked him every game. But for me, I want to see if Garcia starts the final, because he's played the last 3 games, and overall he's played pretty well. So that's my main interest in that final right now, looking at it a month away, because obviously we want to see some of the kids coming through and taking their chances. And Garcia is the one that maybe, you know, in a couple of years' time he'll be a first team player, and he's only 18 and he looks mint to me. Guys, if you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, just click on that red button that says subscribe down below. Hit the bell icon so you're notified as soon as we put new videos out. And yeah, if you want to make a comment, please let me know who your man of the match was. Was it Mahrez, who was apparently the official man of the match, or you got somebody else in mind who you think deserved it more? Just let us know in the comment section below, and we'll see you around Blues.